Hello everybody, this is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Of course, emphasis is on the .net because I don't have a .com. And, como se llama? What's next? This is my logo, the Phoenix Rising, the Phoenix Rampant. And wherever that is, that's where you'll find us. So this is for July 24th, 2023. The chances of me doing a live tomorrow are very minimal. I may do one coming back from the operation, because quite frankly, I'm hilarious when I'm drugged, and it might be just fun to do a daily, which you can't pay attention to, by the way, but it is hilarious. So if I do, it'll be late in the day, just like today, and it will be on YouTube, because I'll be doing it from my car. Not I won't be driving. It's been a while since I drive. Not because I can't drive. Well, because I can't drive because of my arm. But it will be because I have done them before when I'm stoned, and yeah, they're funny. It would be worth watching. Anywho, here we go for July 24th, which is tomorrow, which is Monday. The first card up is a very interesting card. It's one I get a lot lately because it's one of the three pillars of spirituality. It's the Three of Wands, and it's being responsible for your own actions. And it's the responsible for your own actions is what in me attracts that to me kind of action. It's not, well, they did something that made me feel a bit angry. There's something in me that I need to deal with. That's the one. And the other two is self-forgiveness, and then when you forgive yourself for all your transgressions, you go into self-love. All right, so that's the main thing, is being responsible for your life. And how does it work with the next two cards? Not quite sure. By the way, there's lots of major arcanas, so it's interesting. It's the King, or the Emperor, and the Empress, and the two of them together, they make a perfect couple. Well, there's no such thing as perfect yet on Earth, but when a couple gets together and they deal well with each other, then it has to be that this being responsible for their actions, the two of them in the balance of the positive, negative, yin, the yang, male, the female energy, starts to become responsible for the actions, their own actions. And the Emperor and the Empress, as they come together, we want it to be centrist. We don't want it to be far left or far right or far any direction, like it has been for centuries. We don't, before the male was in ascendance, of course the women were, and each time it gets too far out, it's unbalanced. So we want it to be balanced, male, female, positive, negative, in the center of the energy. That's where it becomes important that we are responsible for our actions. So that's very interesting. It is important that we respect each other without we're going to criticize each other, because we're not at the stage yet where we can go and think, well, the man acts this way, and that's normal for a man, and the woman acts this way, and it's normal for a woman. It's man goes, why would they think like that? And the woman goes, how did they put their pants on before we came along? That thinking, of course, needs to shift and change, because we want to have respect for each other. And to do that, the next card is the Judgment card, which I use. Oh, cool, I've got another card in there. which I use for seeing things clearly, coming into the light, understanding. So there is this understanding that keeps coming through, which we have had the potential to understand before, but we've ignored it. But once we understand it, then we get the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is the in my deck, is the healer, the master healer, because when you are clear of who you are, know who you are, which is when you take responsibility for your actions and then forgive yourselves, then it makes it easier to understand the opposite of what you are. And yes, the woman is opposite to a man. The woman has masculine energy within her. The male has masculine energy within him. That makes it a little bit more logical and easier for us to comprehend the other person. We can put our imagination in their footsteps, in their shoes. So when we can understand it, even with it still very alien to us, then we can accept it and realize there's a clarity there. And the way to do it tomorrow, specifically tomorrow, is passively, intuitively, and allow it to come to you with grace and ease. Don't push it, don't fight it, don't work at it. But then we get the Ace of Wands, which means that we have help, a lot of help. This is what we're going through right now. We have a tremendous amount of help from the other side, which is meant to support us and take us to a higher spiritual level. And I was reading a Cryon passage today that humans are basically shifting personalities in a way we have never considered that it's possible to shift in the past. So allow things to come to you, allow your energy to shift. Know that when you do that, you get the Seven of Wands, that you have developed over the years ways of dealing with life situations. Be confident. The male, the emperor, the empress, the male, the female, they are a power couple. And even with you have no male with you or no female with you, you have within yourself the ability to be a power couple, which means you have the balance within you. And the balance within you again comes to the Seven of Wands, which means you are very capable of dealing with life situations even when they throw curveballs at you. Allow yourself to have the curveball thrown at you and just deal with it. One of the signs that you are working with it well is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is you're confident, you feel self-assured, you're sure of yourself, but your feet are grounded. And you can have everything you want. If you're not grounded, you're not got what you need. I can guarantee that. People who are ungrounded, they're a little bit flaky. And I don't know another way to say it. They're sort of like, da-dee-da-dee-do, life is like this. But when wind comes and blows them, they have nothing to sustain themselves. So we want to remain grounded. One of the best ways is to walk the earth physically with your feet bare and dig your toes into the ground, or lay down on the earth. And if you can't do that, Amazon sells grounding sheets, which was much to my amazement. But it works. At least I haven't used them. I'm taking somebody else's word for it. But it appears that grounding sheets work, and I would actually like to get one, because you find that you sleep better and things like that. And who doesn't need to sleep better? Okay, so what this will give us the Ten of Cups, which is leading us to a place of higher joy, confident, comfortable joy. More importantly, it will change our future in a way that we want our future to change. So that was the Ten of Cups and the Six of Cups. We want our future to shift into a positive energy. No, I have a choice between two endings. They're both positive, they both say the same thing. And they basically, I'll use the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is you put in the effort, you have worked really hard, you will reap the reward. And with the Three of Pentacles, not only will you reap the reward of putting the effort in, you will be heard. And that's important that you're heard. One of the things that everybody on earth wants is that they are heard. So if you are in a situation, you don't have to agree with the person, but you need to hear them. So that is part of the healing of the world. Part of the healing of the male, the female, is hear each other, listen to each other. You don't have to agree, but you need to hear. And it's very important that you listen, and which means don't talk when they're talking. Hear them. It's very important, and hopefully you will be heard in turn. Namaste, namasko. I love you, and you I do love.